Peace, my family, and we're all back to all. Those coming out of that good cocoon for the first time, welcome. This your girl, the butterfly. We about to take off. Let's fly. Just want to send you all that good healing energy your way. Peace, love, happiness, harmony, and abundance. Hope you guys are out there keeping your mind right in that good mind. How y'all feeling today? Hope you guys most definitely moving on up in your higher natures and cleansing. Cleansing the lows. Came out here today to express and really ask you how you feeling out there today. Hope you guys have been going through that good journey within with a sense of patience with yourself. And again, figuring out the core points of how to get yourself back healthy again. Making sure you're incorporating healthy habits, getting rid of those bad habits, and taking care of yourself out here. That's taking care of yourself such as exercise, a healthy lifestyle, eating fruits and vegetables, herbs. And again, if you're eating meats and things like that, fish and other things, because fish is not really considered a meat. But again, other red meats or other meats, things like that, it's okay. Swear yourself off of it and you'll be fine, right? Swear yourself off of it, right? And again, with positive thinking, meditation, positive thoughts, prayer, positive prayer. All of these things will help you live a more peaceful life. It's about keeping it simple. Shutting out all the noise. Being with yourself, being true with yourself. In a sense, wanting to be able to hear your own voice, right? Without all the extra chatter. All the different influences. All the different technology and, things that are constantly stimulating the mind and overstimulating the mind with so much information. And what we as a people need is the right to knowledge, because that again is the missing link. I'm going to say it, and I'm going to say it over again, until people really get it, right? Because that is the reason why people are not in the right state of mind. Understanding where stuff came from. Understanding, why things are set up the way that they are. You're going to need to know it. And it's beautiful because the Most High has sent us help to understand, oversee, and understand the world around us and who we are as people. It's a beautiful thing. And there's so much love in it. So much divine love in it. And again, people, of course, we are supposed to question everything, right? But again, when you are presented with the facts and the science, you're able to do your own research and on various topics, by the way, about the world around you, about everything that you need to know about everything and how it's set up on the planet and in the heavens, right? Earth, in the heavens, the planes of existence, there's different things like that to help you understand what you're really into, what this really is, what this reality really is, right? Because we are in space, people. Bombshell. For people forgot. We are in space because, again, the distractions are real. We're in space. This is a planet. And to think we are the only people here on this planet is just crazy. At least to me. At least the way I think. There's so much more to this planet and to these realms of existence and planes of existence than what we know of. And we know nothing compared to the balanced universes. We're always in a room to always learn and grow and develop. And that's what this is about. Of course, many people are on different levels with it, and that's beautiful. Again, we must understand that this knowledge, the right knowledge, is what the Most High wanted you to know. And that's just simple, straight to the point. Wanted you to know so you can begin to have a guide, of how to maneuver while you're here. But we forgot that, of course, due to the spell of amnesia, the spell of kingdom, the spell of Leviathan. Of course, due to that spell that must be broken, that's how you're going to break it, with the right knowledge and applying it to your life. Cleaning up your life, of course, purifying your soul, putting on your white robes. People that know what's up, y'all know what's up. Being comfortable enough to do that, and knowing in the way that you're moving and how you're going with it, that you feel comfortable enough to wear it openly, at least in your home, right? That's supposed to be like your paradise, that you create the fun, the paradise or in your home, right? You should feel at peace in your home, right? Create that. Either way, right? And ultimately, we gotta understand that we have everything we need here and now. What people don't know, and what people are missing, is the truth. So many things out there pushing in many different directions, so many distractions, so many people, so many people, right? But again, we have to learn how to only go with what the Most High says. And if it's not in alignment with what the Most High says, and all of his scriptures, all his ancient tablets, all of the things that were meant for us to know, then the question becomes, what are we doing? Why are we doing this? Especially if it's detrimental to your well-being and your health. And of course, ascension, right? Because that's what it is. You got to begin to take care of yourself to ascend, right? You got to take care of yourself. Because again, it's about moving on the upward spiral and not on a downward spiral. The lower frequency energies is the place where you do not want to be. That place right there is dead spaces. It's no life there. When you're moving up in the higher realms, there's life, right? And so we have to understand the difference between life and death, right? And what direction you're really going. Now, if you're feeding yourself death, then that's what you're going to get out. That's what's going to come out, right? If you're feeding yourself life, then that's what is going to come out. When you feeding yourself the bad habits, which I once did, of course, being here on this planet, and the not knowing at the time. I'm going to say not knowing the truth at the time, and then finding out the truth while doing it and letting go of the bad habits is what I did. But still, in the knowing of knowing that it is still unhealthy for the body. It's still slowly killing and destroying the body. So the question is, why do we do it? And I come to the realization that, of course, this is my experience and I'm just expressing it. Trying to escape what's really happening in my reality. Trying to escape it, trying to numb it, trying to make the feeling go away. But guess what? The feeling never really goes away. Trying to calm my mind, all of that, right? With smoking, drinking, drugs, all types of stuff, right, that we do to try to calm the mind and escape reality, right? But nothing is going to get you to where you need to be once you realize that, the lower frequency energies are going to keep you in that state until you wake up and realize that I have to take control and responsibility for my own life and what I do with it. Because it's like a ripple effect. It keeps going and going, and eventually it's self-destruction, right? And I was warned that I was moving in that path of self-destruction. I had my crossroad moment. Y'all heard me share for the ones that did. It's real, family. And you don't want to go and do what I did. Okay? You don't want to do that. But I'm here to tell you, with my testimony, that you can get out of it. Just like I did. You can get out. You can choose to say, nah, that I'm not going that direction no more. That direction is leading me towards self-destruction. What am I doing? What am I doing it for? Again, drinking and smoking myself to death, right? Because I'm trying to escape how I feel in my reality that I'm in, and I'm unhappy, right? Trying to find happiness, that inner happiness from within, right? Not realizing that the happiness that you can feel within, the happiness that you're seeking for, is already within you. Because guess what? The Most High is what's going to get you happy. It's going to bring you true happiness, right? It's going to get you up out of all this and of a wanting and desiring state of things that really the shoe didn't fit, and it's really not meant for you, so why fight it? Certain things, be thankful and grateful for that the shoe didn't fit, and things happen the way that they did. Because sometimes, of course, it's a win in disguise, right? It's all a win. Because ultimately, once we realize that the things that we go through, the trials and tribulations, the people we attach ourselves to at the particular time for growth and development, is for you not to stay there for the long haul. It's temporary. And once you begin to understand what's temporary in your life and what's for the long haul, through time you'll begin to see. Because if it's friction there, if it's something just not working, the energies are not flowing together, there's something off. And something that must be examined. Why do I feel this way? What is going on here? And you can't numb it. You can't use artificial substances to do that. You have to continue. You have to continue to be true to who you are and realize that you are feeling this way. And it's not about covering it up. It's not about just because you don't want to be alone, or you don't, I'm just going to be around these people, or I'm just going to live this lifestyle, and because of certain things or how it makes me feel, and especially if it's destroying you at the end of the day. And we know this. Everybody has their inner demons to fight within, right? So once you know what they are and what's causing you to go down the wrong path, down the path of self-destruction, right, and not moving on a healthy path, normalizing getting drunk, normalizing drugs, normalizing unhealthy relationships, normalizing lust, right? Not love, it's lust, right? Normalizing an unhealthy body, not eating right, normalizing, bad music, listening to things and messages that keeps you on that low frequency, not in tuning you with the sound of the universe, the natural sound of the universe, which is the sound, right? Not in tuning you back to the Most High, right? That's all lower frequency energies, and we must get out. We must get out. How do you get out, right? It's about making a decision to decide that I'm not living my life this way. I'm done. Now, I know it's going to take time to maneuver things, but take one step at a time, one thing at a time, one goal at a time, and move forward. Oh yeah. And of course, people are going to drop out of your life. Things are going to be removed out of your life. Places are got to be exited, because you can't continue to keep going to those same places any longer, because of course you outgrown them, and what that leads to. It's about moving smart. And what people don't know is this place, this reality, is magical. And you are what creates that reality. So whatever you do is what causes that effect. So again, we have to be mindful of what we do, and our thoughts and how we move is very important. And some people don't know this, and some people do, but it's real, family. And once you begin to clean up house, because that's what it is, when people are dropping off out of your life, when people are, things are moving out of your life, that's for a good reason. It's cleansing, being prepared for the next stages of your life, because you're moving on up to the next stage, to the next level. And some people are no longer needed in that particular state where you're going. You're on to the next level. And it's levels and levels, right? You're always moving to the next level, and on and on and on, right? So it's for you to be grateful and move with love and let go with love. Because again, everything is happening for a reason. So don't resist it. If it's presenting itself where it's causing this stirred up feeling inside your conscious level, you're feeling bad, you're depressed, you're mad, you're sad, you're always crying all the time, that's a sign to let you know something is wrong. And we so-called numb it, the feelings of how we truly feel. We numb it with all these different artificial substances and things. But we know deep down what it is. You know what you don't like. You know what's wrong and what's right. You know deep down what it is, but sometimes when you're numbing yourself with all of those things, you can't really face reality. And that's why it's so crucial to be successful spiritually and physically. You have to let go of those bad habits to see clear. To see so much clearer, right? And some people tend to think that they're doing good you might be doing good in the physical aspects of feeling like you're a success because, okay, you have material things, but spiritually, you're dead. Because, again, you're asleep and you haven't awakened, right? And that's what you need to be moving toward, because that's the most important thing, spiritually being awakened, right? That's the most important thing. That's your purpose, right? Getting back to the Most High, that's your purpose, right? So again, it's very important that you focus on that, because once you focus on the kingdom, seek ye first the kingdom of God and His righteousness, everything else will be following unto you. It's like that. Everything physically that you need, keyword need, will come to you. Everything that you need, the help that you need, the people you need, the things you need, the places you need to go, you're gonna know, because you're gonna follow the signs, right? It's gonna come to you, and you know what's good for you and what's not, by experience, by evidence, by reason you know. And that's through time and learning and growing and developing and falling, of course, many times, failing many times, stepping stones to success many times, right? But knowing that you're not giving up in yourself, and knowing what direction you want to go, and that is to fulfill your destiny. And once you just decide that you want to fulfill your destiny, then that's it. It's a decision, family. It's a decision that you must make. You are in control of your life. You are the God in your life. Now, what do I mean by that? Yahshua, Jesus, Tammuz, Horus, Hor, said, ye are gods. We're all children of the Most High. So again, as a child of the Most High, as a God, not the God, the Most High, not the Most High, as a God, you are in control of your life. And that's what they don't want you to know. Right? Right? You are in control. Right? But also, you get help. You get guidance. But again, we have to learn how to listen to that guidance when it comes and take heed, right? It's very important. Not brushing it off or waiting and waiting, brushing it off and waiting, because again, nobody knows how much time they have, right? Everybody has their own timeline or, course of life. And nobody got really time to be wasting time when you can be correcting your wrongs and, doing what you need to do. If you read the example of, in the book of Enoch, of how he was so good that he got taken up. The Most High took him up. He was so good, right? What did he do in his life? That's what you really want to check out. And that's in the Holy Tablets. The book of Adafa. The Secrets of Adafa. That's in the Holy Tablets. And again, that's going to help you understand how he moved and he lived his life. Dedicated to only being good and doing good deeds and helping people and doing his thing. That's a good example. People out here looking for, good examples to go by. Guess what? You already have one. The noble prophets, and make sure that you're not repeating their mistakes, right? Continuing to repeat their stuff, right? But that's why I say the Secrets of Adafa is a good example of how to ascend, right? By living your life, the best way you know how. By, again, how they say, becoming good again. Doing good things to yourself, taking care of yourself, making sure you're getting fed with that word, the soul food, right, that you need to raise your consciousness levels up. And that's why it's needed, because that's what's going to pull you up out of those lower frequency energies, the Most High. People can talk all day, but when the Most High speaks, it hit different, right? When the Most High send things and you know that this is different, this hit different, oh yeah. You get that good wake up call, and you just know this is it. So it's about answering that call and living your life to the best of your ability. And again, by learning and growing. And of course, we all fail at times, and we get back up and keep trying till we get it right. Right? Nobody's perfect out here. I'm not perfect out here. I make mistakes out here. Man, oh man. But it's about, with me, what I like to do is realize that, again, I just don't give up. I don't give up on myself. Regardless of what I do, I don't give up. And moving and molding myself and embodying myself. Moving and molding and embodying myself in the ways of the Most High. To the best of my ability, right? And everybody has their flaws and things that they need to work on, right? We all do. We all have them. I have them, right? But it's about knowing what they are and working on them. Knowing what they are and working on them. Because we all know. We all have strengths and weaknesses within ourselves that we can work on. Everybody can help each other and, be compliments of each other, right? Some people might be good at this. Some people might be good at that. And if we all come together, we'll be bomb. Because again, it'll just be awesome, right? Because everybody is doing their part, right? And doing their thing, being who they are, being true to themselves, right? Making sure they're sending out good energy, uplifting others, giving people the knowledge and information that they need to take off on this thing, right? That's what we need. That's what the missing link is. That's what the talk is. People trying to figure out what's going on spiritually in the spiritual community and things like that. Again, everything happens for a reason. And we just have to understand what's happening here. All that matters is what the Most High says. And people ain't speaking on what the Most High says and the noble prophets and what they say, and the ancient ways of what they say, and the science of Nuwapu, the science of the Netaru Nuwapu, right? our true way of life, to get you on up into ascension. What's the point? What's the point of it all? Because again, all that matters is what the Most High says. And all of the scriptures matter for your own spiritual growth and development. It matters, family. And if you're applying those things to your life, not sticking to just one, you applying all of it to your life, right? Taking it with you, eating it up, taking it with you, eat it up, getting you up to your true higher nature, your highest potential, right? And then you begin to see yourself for who you really are, as gods and goddesses, children of the Most High. Just saying, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Because again, omnipotent Jesus, Yahshua, Timmuz, Horus, Horeb, was appointed over us. So it's very important what he says, because he's the way, the truth, and the light, right? So it's very important, right? And again, he didn't finish. He didn't complete his mission. He did send his angel. That's our master teacher, Dr. Malachi L. To get us what we need. Because he was taught in the mystery schools. And the knowledge that we all know. All knowledge that we all need. All of the scriptures, right? All of it. All of it is ours. That's where they got it from. They stole it and created these things. That's it. Simple. So, family is needed to know. Still, even with that, it's needed to know because the Most High said it. That's why he sent them down, so he can translate it so you can understand what's in it and begin to live your life the way you need to, and stop getting tricked and fooled out here thinking that, all these different ways is a way. It's only one way, and that's Nuwap. And I'm going to just say it straight up like that. What people don't know. And I'm going to leave it at that. And if you really listen to what I'm saying, check it out for yourself. Don't believe nothing I say. In the words of our master teacher, don't believe nothing that I say. Go check it out for yourself. See what he was doing. Go check out the scrolls, because the scrolls is the treasures. Check them out for yourself. Check out his books, the scrolls. That's the treasure. Oh man, oh man. And that most definitely help you, get where you need to be. Back into that. Most definitely. Doors will open. You know what I'm saying? Do you really know what I'm saying? I know some of y'all do. So, it's just about focus. Clearing the smoke. Moving up into your higher nature. Taking care of yourself. Continue to keep reading. It gets better. It gets so much better through time. Continue. Don't give up on yourself. Continue to read. Continue to grow. Continue to develop. You'll see through time. And oh man, you'll begin to be prepared to keep flying. Alright now. So, okay. I'm going to leave it at that for now, family. If you have any questions, you can leave it in the comment section. I'll be happy to answer. On that note, family, again, I hope you all know that you are loved beyond this world and in it. Begin to spread the love one to another. Be the peace that you seek. Release our master teacher, Dr. Malachi L. Peace, salam, hashtag divine love, family, and wadu. And it's all